Hi everybody, and welcome to Tomato Gems. In today's video, we'll teach you how to prepare one of the most famous condiments of Italian cuisine, ragù. Many of you might not recognize the name at first, but it's a product widely known outside of Italy by another name, Bolognese sauce. You should know that even the Italian name for this condiment was adopted years ago from French cuisine. The term ragu refers in fact to all those preparations based on meat stewed slowly over a low heat for long periods. The historical evolution of ragu in Italy led to the creation and spread of different versions of the same dish across regions. The recipe we're going to show you today is the famous ragù alla bolognese, typical of the city of Bologna in Emilia-Romagna. Now it's clear where the name by which this condiment is known outside of our country comes from. Although there is an official recipe for ragù alla bolognese, registered by the Italian Academy of Cuisine in 1982, every family has its own version, passed down from generation to generation. Even the addition or omission of a single ingredient can make a huge difference in the final product. And perhaps that's the beauty of it, don't you think? It took us quite some time to refine our personal recipe, and today we can finally share it with you. These are all ingredients you'll need: celery, carrots, onions, tomato passata or crushed tomatoes, ground beef, ground pork, extra virgin olive oil, butter, tomato concentrate, and finally, dry red wine. Let's start by preparing the base of the ragù, the soffritto. Chop the celery, carrots, and onions, about 100 grams of each. You can chop them finely or coarsely depending on your preference. Next, in a large pot, heat about 20 grams of butter over medium-high heat. To prevent it from burning at high temperatures, add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. As soon as the mix starts to sizzle, pour in your soffritto and let it cook, stirring occasionally. At this stage, the vegetables start simmering by releasing their own water. As this evaporates, be careful not to burn the soffritto. When the vegetables become translucent and drier, add a pinch of salt, which will help extract more water, and cook for a few more minutes. Now it's time to add the meat to the pot. We used 350 grams of ground beef and 300 grams of ground pork, essential for its fat content. Sear the ground meat continuously to brown it evenly and break it down into finer pieces. During this initial cooking, the meat will slowly release its juices. Don't worry, keep stirring until all the liquid at the bottom evaporates. Then, let the meat toast in the pot for a few minutes before deglazing with a generous glass of dry red wine. We choose a good Sangiovese, a typical wine from the Emilia-Romagna region. Once the alcohol has evaporated, add about a tablespoon of tomato concentrate and stir to dissolve it evenly. Then, pour in 150 grams of tomato passata or crushed tomatoes, enough cold water to cover the meat, and salt. Don't overdo it with salt, you can always adjust later. Finally, cover the pot and let your ragu cook on the lowest possible heat for at least 3 hours. Stir occasionally, but only to prevent it from burning. This is the final result we obtained after 3 hours. During the slow cooking, the flavors of the ragu have concentrated, thanks to the evaporation of the liquids and the release of the fats. Turn off the heat and let it rest. Once cooled, you can portion it out and store it in the freezer. But we have a different plan for this ragu. You might have heard of the famous spaghetti bolognese, which is an Italian-American dish. But in Bologna, tradition dictates that ragu used to dress a different type of pasta, tagliatelle. In one of our last videos, we showed you how to easily make tagliatelle at home. Remember? No? Then you better check it out. The link is in the description. And that's all, folks. With this great classic, we wish you a happy holidays and a wonderful new year. Don't forget to let us know if you try recreating the recipe at home. See you at the next jam.